Graeme Nicoll from Fish Creek in South Gippsland. We milk just over 300 cows, run just over 700 head of cattle. We do roughly 250 tonne of dry matter chopped silage each year, and we put a bit of hay through the silage wagon as well. So this machine's our second wagon, Super Comby. Our first Super Comby we had for about, I think around 10 years. It certainly was still alive and kicking when we traded it in for this one, and used in our sort of undulating country, so pushed around or dragged around our rolling country. We originally bought our first Comby because when we were starting our business out or first going into pit silage, and I didn't have a lot of machinery at the time. It was a way of actually doing multiple jobs with the one piece of machinery. I'm not a big fan of machinery, so I want a piece of machinery that'll last and be simple. The first Comby proved that I could feed square bales if we had to buy square bales in dry times. More than adequately. It does a great job of feeding our chopped silage, but also means if we've got a few round bales, we can throw round bales in the wagon and feed them out as well. So this machine means that we only need one feed out machine on the farm. It's used at the moment. We're feeding chopped silage as well as hay to dry cows and springers through it. So it enables us to have one machine on the farm, and it's simple to operate. Staff only need to learn how to use one machine. We don't need to swap machines over for different type of feed stuff. It's just a simple, tough machine. When I bought my first Comby, then I was concerned that it wasn't going to be big enough. I was looking at sort of 18, 20 cube machines, and I bought a 10 cube machine, so I did wonder whether it was going to be big enough. But whilst it might look small, you can fit a lot in it because of the low sides. When you're loading it, you can see where you're putting the load, and you can see down into it from the tractor cab, so you can fully fill it. If you've got a high walled wagon, you can't actually see down into the wagon. You're dropping feed over the edge and filling it that way. So the Comby might look small, but I kind of struggle calling it a smaller machine because it fits enough silage in to do the job. And a machine of any greater size, I'd be worried dragging around on our rolling hills. This smaller machine's easier for getting in and out of gateways, but I don't have concerns about having not being able to fit enough feed into this machine. And the fact that our last wagon lasted over 10 years and was fully operational apart from worn chains shows that they're fit to do the job.